to my channel. So in this particular video I'm going to discuss about mostly about pandas data frames. So I'll be creating pandas playlist where actually I'll include all the possible questions and scenarios using pandas. So this is the first video regarding the pandas, so I'll be discussing all like um, the few parts of creating data frames using tuples, dictionaries and lists. So for the videos of pandas, so it will be more oriented about filtering about data frames. So let's see the first part of pandas. Okay, so here actually what I'm doing, I'm making a pandas data frame with two-dimensional list. So as you can see, this is I have initialized one list, and first of all I'm importing pandas. So pandas is one of the library of uh, Python actually, which is responsible to work with data and data frames and creating data frames and filtering rows and columns. So yes, so I'm importing pandas. So I'm doing an alias as PD. So yes, so this is one of the lists that I am declaring initializing list. So this is a two-dimensional list. How you're going to think that is a two-dimensional list? For initial it is a two bracket, so you can see it's a two-dimensional list. So in the list can contain multiple data types, so it is string and in data type. So yes, I'm including two-dimensional list with these particular values, and I'm importing data frame that I'm supposed to do, like importing a data frame from PD, that has been doing as PD alias. So yes, so I'm passing what are the parameters. So list, whatever list that I have created, that I'm passing with some assignments of columns. So as you can see, if you go through the parameters for data frame, so data frame contains all the data means whichever the list or dictionary that you have created, and you can mention index. I'm going to discuss further. So index also you can do, and columns, data types, like whichever data type that you are going to mention, and also boolean data. So here actually I'm just simply passing. It can be controlled, it can be controlled as like data type, like whichever the int or float data type is available in the data, so it converted to float, and first name, last name. So yes, if you're going to print the df, so it will be printed as this. And these are nothing but 0 1 0 1 2 3 is nothing but the index, and these are the columns, and these are all the data that has been given in the list. So yes, so this is how we are going to create uh, data frame using list, and creating data frame using dictionary. So dictionary, whatever doing in dictionaries, and creating dictionaries, as you can see, this is how we can create dictionaries. So this is key value, and this is key, and this is the key value of the dictionary. So here actually I'm making just one dictionary. So we are passing some parameter, different keys and values within one single dictionary. So yes, category is one of the key, and marks is one of the key, and these are the values. So okay, so as you can see, this is the data from and passing just that particular uh, dictionary, and whichever the keys are there, that actually particularly becomes the columns. So when you are going to create the data frame using dictionary, so this is how it works. So whatever the key value will become the columns. Okay, so the next part would be like one of the function that has been in the data frame, that you transpose, how it's gonna work. So yes, so this is that I have told you, these all are like whatever keys you mention in the dictionary will be the column. So yes, just passing the same dictionary to the Python data frame, and here actually I'm just doing on next line. So yes, after creating the data frame, and if you need to transpose transpose it. So transpose means this is the basic data frame that we have created using the dictionary, and after transposing, so yes, transposing means what, the columns, whatever columns are there, actually it becomes as the indexes of the what, it just alternate like rows and column and columns and row, it just transpose it. So yes, this is how you can do. Okay, so next part we are going to see about the indexes, how you can maintain the indexes that I have been talking about. So in import the pandas, then I'm just taking data as some dictionary part. So area I have taken for key area, that the values in the key you can take if you have multiple values in the key value in a particular dictionary, so you can take that in a list, and student is another key one, student and student 2, this one. Okay, suppose you have taken this particular data and passing to this parameter. So if you do not mention any indexes, it what will do, it will just print uh, all the values and column, and it will take the default index like 0 1 2 3. This is how the data frame works. If you want to mention any index x, so it will just, in place of 0 1 2 3 default index, it will press whatever the indexes that we have mentioned in the parameters. Okay, creating data frames using list of list. Okay, so list of list, let's see that. I think we have seen in the uh, 2D list, but again, okay, so this is how it works. We are taking list of list, so this is not gonna work, I guess. Okay, so list of list, yes. So yes, we have taken multiple like two dimension data here. As you can see, why I'm saying it is at two dimension. The two dimension array, you can, it is not numpy array, it is just a list, that inbuilt data structure that has been given in Python. Okay, so list, I have taken multiple list and converted and passing this particular data. And one thing we need to remember here, actually, in supposedly we are taken in one particular data, suppose we have taken three parameters, and each data frame should contain that many parameters, or else it might give you the error. Let's see, in the second data, actually, data means what, it will just consider as this is the value of the first column, this is the value of second column, this is the value of third column. So yes, this is the value of second column, this is the value of third column. Supposedly we are passing zero, one more value in the second row or second data, but there is only three column mentioned, as we have mentioned in three columns here. So what it might give me error. Okay, unexpected indent, so that is not the error, maybe. Okay, yes, so the error is like three columns past data had four columns, right? So we have passed three columns, but in place of three columns, three values, I'm passing the values of four columns here in the second data. So it will not it will create error. Supposedly I'll just try to pass one separate column here, test. Let's see how it is giving me error or not. Okay, so it is not giving me error, as I have this particular data four columns, and I have data of all remaining value will be considered as NaN values. NaN means the missing values. So supposedly, okay, so this is one scenario you can see, and one more thing I can say. Okay, suppose I have taken four columns and I have chosen three columns value, like three column value in each data, and I've chosen four data frame. Let's see it is giving me error or not. Okay, this is giving me error. So it is saying four column passed plus passed data three columns. So actually here I'm passing three columns values in all data, but I have assigned four columns in the data set. So it will create what, it will create um, error. But if you can pass a nan value, nan value, supposedly I've taken nan values. Let's see how it is given. Yeah, nan is not defined. Maybe I can, and okay, whatever the in. Okay, so any distance value can pass, it will work, because nan can be considered as the values, and like whatever the data, this is nan is nothing but the string value. So as you are passing four values in one single data, so other other data will be considered as four values, but as it is three values, the fourth value will be considered as none. Okay, so this is how it works, and let's see. um, this is how that I have discussed, that is transpose. So as you can see that I have already discussed about it. And okay, so let's see creating a data frame using a list of tuples. Okay, so list of tuples. So list of tuple means we have created one list and there is multiple tuples. Tuples means this is particular single tuple. So in that particular tuple we have various data types. So in a particular tuple also we can take various data types, as you can see. So this is string data type and this is int and int. Okay, so whatever this particular, like this individual tuple holds, it is nothing but the column values or row values, you can see, or table values. So these are the individual columns. This is one column, this is second column, this is third column, and these are the rows. So every individual tuples is individual rows, you can see. Okay, we can pass to this data and column value. We need to assign the column values. See, in the in the list and tuples we need to assign column values, because in the dictionary actually, for dictionary, if you are going to create data in dictionary, so all the keys will be considered as the column values. But here we do not have any column values, so it will be we need to call separate column parameters and assign some values. Okay, so this will be name, this will be age, this will be score. So this is very simple, as you can see. Okay, so pivot is nothing but it is just like, let's see what is pivot. The same data that I have taken, and df is nothing but we have created team age score. So this is team, this is age, this is score. Suppose I have taken that, and pivot will be, it will just alternate the data, like the score, like this will, like whichever the column particular values we need to construct for each column. Like suppose we have score values here, right? Score is nothing but this one, so this 7 6 8 7 5. So this is nothing but the values, like the values of this score column. So what it will do, it will just take random score, like all unique values of score, and try to assign it as a column values. Then for team, and for team is what? Team is John, Michael. This is, it will assign as your uh, indexes, right? All the indexes, and whatever the table values will be considered as your age. So age will be 18 17, like whatever Peter has 18, so team Peter would be 18. So 18, and what are the score? 18 Peter 7. So the in the 7 part, in 7 scores, this is how it manipulates in the pivot. Okay, so let's see how we are going to create the data frame using nested list. So let's see. So I have created nested list. Nested list means I have taken several. This is one dictionary. This is one dictionary, and this is second dictionary. Okay. So one dictionary. The first dictionary has two key value pairs. So this is one key value pair. This is one key value pair. And for second dictionary also, I have the same key were like same keys with different values, right? Okay, so this is how, if I need to print the list. So student, so you know that whatever the keys are there will be considered as columns, right? So yes, let's see. Okay, so adding dictionary values to rows, adding dictionary values to the rows. Let's see how we're going to add it. So data in the list, so we need to filter the list. Okay, so what is the list? So list is that I have already taken here. So first it will try to go to this particular dictionary, right? So what it will do, this particular in this particular dictionary, so data is student, so whatever the values of that particular student, right? So whatever the value of the student, so first student, so all this value of the student, so exam 90 grade A, that will be taken out, and that will be stored in the data row, and time will be taken out for name. What is the name? Name is nothing but the this particular this is the value of student key, and this is the value of name key in the first filter part, right? So it will be stored as time. Again, because we have a dictionary under dictionaries, right? So dictionary, that we had dictionary here, and into that particular list also we have some dictionary and values, so we need to filter that as well. So row in the data rows, what have been saved in data rows? So data rows is just filter out the student values. So all the exam, and this is the data rows, all the exams results and grades, these are the data rows. So again we have to filter this. So what we are filtering for each row, suppose exam we're filtering, and we're assigning the values, like row name will be assigning like whatever we got in the time, we're just creating a new column in the row and assigning that particular value. So then we're appending the rows value in the rows. So this is how we're going to create, and after creating this we got this one, like exam grade and name, as you can see. So all the lists has have been filtered out. So this is the initial lists that we have with, it has been turned out like that, a dictionary, like a data frame. Okay, so this is the paras name, these are the grades of, and this is the exams. And also the last part is nothing but the pivot, using pivot table. How are we going to move this one? Like we have um, Aj in the name, so Aj have taken name in the index value, so it will try to do the unique value. So only unique means that we have only two names, right? Paras and Chunky. So yes, but we have three unique subjects, or you can say grades, as our taken grade as columns in the pivot table. So columns as grade, and so grade is ABC. So whatever the grades that we have taken, it will convert it as math, physics, and chemistry, right? So name would be that in the column. So four columns would be there. So name and individual subject marks will be considered. Marks how? Because in the values part, values means this is the value part, right? Up to, this is the value of name, this is the value of mass. So the value of the thing that we are going to consider as exams. So so the exams marks will be placed here. And why it is none? Like why it is none? Because you can see Chunky Pandey in the name Chunky Pandey. There is only like ABC if you consider math, physics, and chemistry. And math, physics, chemistry. Paras has math, physics, chemistry, but Chunky has only math and physics, right? AB. C is not there. So it considers non value. So this is all about creating data frames, and I'll be creating more about data frames in the next video. Thanks for watching.